Hello, everyone. How you doing? Hope everybody's having a good night. Good, me out eating an apple. There's a link. Hi, Elliot. Hope you're feeling better. Hey, Wayne. Hey, Steven. Hi, Steve. You're up late. I should say up early, one of the two. Hey, cool gamer. Great to see you, too.
Hey, Steve.
Wayne?
Hey, cool gamer. Hey, Elliot. How you doing, Tasha?
Oh, here comes the biggest troublemaker of them all.
So funny, Tasha.
I'm sorry, Elliot.
Tell you. Drink a cold cup of tea.
Why a cold cup of tea?
Because I need it for my throat. Because my throat kind of I don't think I can take any hot stuff right now. Any hot.
Well, a warm honey and lemon tea is good for your throat.
I know that. I just was taking this because I want to finish it off and make another one hot. What's in your room? Anything interesting? Somebody's running around your room?
Not yet.
The cats ain't coming down out of
No, I think the other two are upstairs.
You all sleeping now? They ain't gonna bother you? If I say something, I might come down.
There's no guarantee they ain't gonna bother me.
Yeah, they will come down. They think about you. Come down, huh? They bother you. So how's the dog doing? The dog doing all right there? Tasha.
Yeah, Bear's right here. He wants my apple.
He wants everything you eat. Hey, Tasha, he wants everything you eat, huh? Every time you eat something, he wants something.
We're not quite sure moonshine is what you need, Elliot, but definitely some honey and lemon tea would definitely help your throat.
Well, I don't got no sore throat, Tasha. I just have a dry throat. That's all. I have something cool, dry. I take the dry throat out.
No, Elliot has a sore throat.
Oh, I don't have one of them. You crack me up, Wayne, how you disappeared out of there, man. You don't look like he's even there. You see him?
Oh, Wayne?
Yeah. Just disappears, man. I know you can't see him. Looks like he just disappeared, man. You couldn't even see him.
Okay, Steve, yeah.
Come on, disappear.
Mine's always broken, so.
Yeah, you put you doing there. You see that pitch you got behind you? Ask Tasha. You disappear right out of here, and you can't even see you.
That's what he likes doing. So what were you guys doing the big 45 minutes or whatever the hell it's been since I seen you?
Well, I was singing karaoke. I was singing a little bit of song.
I know I was in there.
Yeah, I just was kind of singing some more off the YouTube. On YouTube, they have things you turn on. You can sing. That's what I was doing. I watched a lady. She's a new lady on there. She's driving a car around camping, right? And I seen her, right? She was like tracking out the places and stuff, and then she took off and went home afterwards, right? But That's funny,
Yeah.
man. See so many campers. I got so many friends now, campers, and I go see their videos and talk to them and everything. So. Oh no, I yawn. The hell's that yawning, man?
Again?
I'm looking for her. She's the
Huh?
teacher.
What?
Don't blame your freaking business on me, Wayne. You're the one who started it many years ago.
She yawns, she closes her eyes, she yawns, hugs the dog, and she takes a nap.
Hey Denise, how you doing?
Plays country girl. This plays country girl.
Hey Denise, how you doing?
Hey Denise, how's it going?
Oh, teacher, you're teaching me
You
some
hear
more.
that stuff here? You hear
Teacher,
that?
you're showing me some more yawning. I agree with him. You do yawn a lot, you know. I agree with him.
I agree with you too. I yawn
I
too.
yawn too.
I'm not gonna be freaking agreeing with y'all about nothing.
Yes, I will.
I don't know who the heck you're trying to kid over there.
I'm not kidding nothing, teacher.
Mhm.
From the yawning class.
Yeah, you're the president of the yawning class, Wayne. I'm
Well,
just
you're
assuming
the A
that.
plus
President of the
teacher.
fighting club.
You're the A plus teacher of the yawning class. You yawn. When I first met you, you were yawning. Even
No,
more.
not me.
The
I
Shannon,
don't even
Shannon,
know where I first met you to begin with.
the yawner. The other one that likes to yawn all the time. Rub your eyes, hug the dog,
Rub my eye. Let
and
me
you
rub
rubbing your
this.
eye. She's rubbing her eye. What's the yawn afterwards? What's not yawning anymore?
Hey, I rub my eyes first. I ain't yawned yet, so I'm doing it backwards. Rub my eye,
Well,
touch the dog, touch
you
my
will.
hair.
You will.
Yeah,
Oh,
see
you
that? I see when you do that, you always push your hair back and you rub your eyes.
Now she'll yawn. Give it a
Then
while.
then you yawn afterwards.
Well, I could, like I said before, sit here like my dog.
No, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that.
Because I don't know how dogs can handle this.
I don't think I couldn't either. I couldn't either handle that.
You better not keep your hair like that. They'll think you're a twin.
Well, me and Bear could pass off on twins. There's some fatter than he is.
Hmm.
And a little bit taller.
Hmm.
I'm going to sig my attack rooster on you, Wayne.
Oh, he'll stop with
Can't
a
touch
roast.
me now. I'm invisible. Huddy ha ha ha.
I'm knocking at your door. You hear me, Wayne?
I don't hear anything. The
Knock,
dog
knock,
hears.
let me in.
Oh, there she did. She did it. She did it. She yawned.
Did what?
You yawn.
Yeah, she did it before then.
Oh, no, that's a long yawn. That was a long one.
Oh, she
broke the
yawned
record.
the whole time.
Nobody asked anything from the peanut gallery over there.
Peanut gallery.
That's
Where?
fun too. Look at that.
Where? Where?
Jamie's home, the peanut gallery.
Oh, okay. The one that the rooster likes, right?
No, he ain't gonna like her any even less because her hair is almost the same color as the red cone on his head.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh,
Really, huh?
So he's gonna be going cock-a-dee-doo, and he's gonna floof up his neck and go flying spurs out, be like a flying pterodactyl at her.
She'll kick him as a football over the fence, and that'll be the end of him. High fly kick.
He'd slip and fall on her ass.
Slip and fall on her ass.
Hey, now if everybody heard that, I have to go put inappropriate language on my damn stream now. Oh, listen here, which I will put
Oh man. Oh, she muted it. Now she's giving her the lip. Open her eyes again. Now see if she's on.
it's because you
You rubbing your eyes, you're gonna look like a cherry, and then you're gonna yawn all night. Then
I
you
told
don't
you, rub my eyes because they don't produce enough tears.
You rub them.
I know. But I still teach you anyway.
Hi, Sweetie, how you doing?
You're gonna hug the dog, and then you're gonna let out a very big yawn.
Wayne was laughing at me, Dave.
I know, I saw that.
No, when you were live.
Oh.
Cause you were singing, and then I was sitting over here. I had you in my ear singing.
She was trying to sing.
It was scary. He was laughing.
Dog was looking right at her too. The puppy was. She was looking right at her. What were you trying to do to me? Make me scared?
He likes when I sing to him.
Probably stand here, he probably lays down, puts his legs up in the air, goes, oh.
You passed the gas too, like you did before the war.
I don't even say that after eating that pig's ear. I'm probably gonna smell like Pepe Le Pew walk through the door. I'm the biggest animal in here, and I'm the biggest wimp of them all.
Do that to her.
Rummy, whiny.
We'll get the puppy to bark yet. You watch. She said he'll bark at a fly that farts. The dog Remy.
I tell some jokes, but all the ones I know are dirty and derogatory. And I'd have to put so many checks for my monetization that I wouldn't get any ads.
You don't want to do that.
I like when Wayne gave me an ad blocker, right? So when I go to the camping channel, they have no commercials on them. He blocks the ads on them, but they still get paid for it, right? But I didn't block. Wayne gave me an ad block. They can watch all the camping shows. I won't miss any of it if you come back on.
Well, I think if you pay for YouTube where you don't get the ads, I don't think they get paid through AdSense because you don't have ads. But I don't know how that works.
Google, right? This lady's working for Google, right? You know what they asked her for a bank account and everything. I wouldn't have gave them nothing personal shit. I wouldn't have done that. She gave her a bank account so they can pay her, right? So they can send a deposit a check on her account. I wouldn't trust that.
My bank is not linked to the card that I use to get paid through my YouTube.
No, but she gets.
I have it that way
She ain't working for YouTube. She's working for Google. She ain't working for YouTube. She gets some good checks from them. She works for them. It's not she's doing the work for them.
Monetization, they can't touch your account anyway. They just put the money in. They can't touch anything.
She's explaining. I can't explain it. I don't know nothing about it.
Not in my bank anyway. They won't let no one touch nothing. They'll chop your fingers off. Here's Bear looking up at the camera. I'll hide my face.
Watching TV. One more?
Nope, you don't want no more.
Like this one? I feel like I got. Hey, Teddy. How you doing, my friend? I'm gonna rip my eye out. What the heck did you do now?
Hey, Teddy, how you doing?
Oh, so I took her to the ER. We did an X-ray. Told her that nothing was broke. But they think she tore some tendons and ligaments in her foot.
Oh wow, that's
So tomorrow,
yeah.
George is taking her at she got into an orthopedic for tomorrow. So I'm hoping that they'll do an MRI because that's the only type of scan they can do to see soft tissue damage.
Yeah.
And then if they do, then we should know exactly what the extent of it is. Now today she can move her toes, where yesterday she couldn't.
So must be getting better.
But it's still all swollen.
Yeah,
It's
so
still,
you can move, you can move your toes too. You still have a rip in your foot too, you know.
yeah, I know. But her foot was so swollen,
Was it? Wow.
and her ankles are still super swollen.
Put it in a bucket of cold water, some ice or something.
She can't handle any type of nothing against it. She couldn't even handle having the ice pack they gave her
Oh
again.
wow, that must be bad. And
Yeah, that's how bad it hurt.
wow,
And like I said, they wouldn't give her anything. They gave her Tylenol.
that's all you can give her. You want to give her no opiates or nothing. That's not good.
Well, won't know Teddy until she goes to the orthopedic tomorrow, and he examines her. She's got to stay off it and use crutches. No. Stop it. So, I mean, hopefully it's not anything bad. Like, I think I tore something in my knee because my knee just keeps snapping and grinding and everything like that. But the bad thing is, I can't have an MRI. So if I have torn ligaments or tendons or whatever in there, they can't see it.
Wow.
Because with the machine that's in my spine, I can't go through an MRI machine.
Oh wow.
Like the magnets from the MRI machine could fry me on the inside.
Wow. I wouldn't go
Yeah,
there.
with that machine, yeah.
Wow.
So, granted, yeah, he went in and took bone out, but he don't know if anything's torn in there. Like, the muscles on like the outside of your knee and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He can see like the ones there by your kneecap when he goes in with the scope, but he can't see everything unless he cut it all the way open. Then he could see everything. Thank you, Teddy. So Dwayne make us pie or what?
Yeah, we did. We had some of it. It was good. I think it was a cherry pie. I think. Oh no, it was strawberry pie. Never heard of them. Huh? First time I heard of a strawberry pie. Never heard of that before.
Ooh, strawberry rhubarb pie is absolutely delicious.
Yeah, I used to eat rhubarb, that stuff. Oh man.
was excellent. It was good.
Yeah, you can't prove it by me because you won't bring me any.
You're too far away.
Shit, you won't even invite me over for a slice of pie, and I would drive there.
Yeah, right. You couldn't drive nowhere. So there.
Wayne, I've driven to Iowa.
Good for you. You
I've
driven
driven
everywhere.
to Tennessee and back 4 times.
Wow, that's a long.
Hey,
Hey, Tasha, that's a long drive. Wow.
Yeah, Iowa's further than Tennessee.
Hmm.
Because Jamie is from Iowa.
Oh, she.
That was years ago, though, not now.
Oh no, I took her to Iowa last year, Wayne.
That's
Well,
you.
2021.
That's all right.
That's all right.
I mean, driving to where you are, I could do in my sleep, upside down, with my hands and feet hog-tied in a sack. I could still drive there. I told you, I've been all over Mass. East, west, north, south, central, northeast, southwest, everywhere.
Mhm. Yeah, that's good.
And even been in places of Boston that you wouldn't want to get out of your car. Thank you, Teddy. I've been to some pretty scary places, trust me. And you know, when you get out of your vehicle, well, truck, in Oakland, California, or San Francisco, and every hair on the back of your neck stands straight out because all you hear is gunfire.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Not nice areas, trust me.
Mm-mm.
Even New York City, I've been in certain parts of that's super sketchy. I mean, there's areas like that everywhere in every state.
The city's boring, so you don't want to come over here. It's boring. Boring is
Go to visit. See?
The
boring.
only benefit to living in the city is
Boring.
you're closer to stores.
Yep, we are. We
A
close
lot
to
of them are in walking distance. Here, you ain't walking anywhere. You ain't even walking to the town building. You ain't walking to a gas station. You're not walking anywhere to any store anywhere.
Wow, that's far away, huh?
You want to walk for hours.
Oh, hey, this girl said to me, was going. This girl I met. She said to me, she said, you don't have a car? No, you know why? I can walk up to the mall and go in the stores and, and look around. She got mad at me a lot.
What's up, Backlash? How you doing?
She got mad at me and left. I said that to her. I got a mall up the street. I can go up there. I got Dunkin' Donuts. I got everything out there. It's a big deal, she says.
Well, what do you, if that's the whole thing. If you live in a city, okay, now a lot of cities there's limited parking.
Yeah.
So if you live in a part of the city where everything you need is in walking distance, then what do you need a car for? You don't.
That's what I told her. She said, I'm not driving you around. I said, I didn't ask you to drive.
Here's another trouble now.
Here's
another troublemaker. Here we go.
Him and him get together. Here we go. Oh no, here we go. Stephen and Dave now.
Steven, what's going on, Steven, huh?
What's going on?
Nothing much, man.
What do you mean, Elliot?
What? What you talking about?
YouTube won't let me sub and sub to too many, it says.
Oh.
Huh.
I think you have to go to your sub count and bump it up to way over, I think.
I don't even know where that is. I'm subscribed to like 1,000 different channels. Yeah, I don't know that now. I have no idea. I don't know where that setting even is to tell you where it is.
I didn't even know I had one.
Me either.
I never heard of that.
I had to take my live stream down. I have no more minutes. I mean, no more. My battery was almost dead, so I said, "Oh no, man." Usually lasts a long time, but it didn't tonight. So I said, "Hell with it."
Had to recharge. That's the newer one.
Yeah, but the phone works good now. You get gotta talk to the company I'm dealing with about my minutes and stuff. Stupid phone company. Track phone.
What's up, Backlash? What's going on, Backlash?
Backlash Fisherman. Backlash Fisherman. YouTube sucks. The other guy says YouTube sucks. 3 supermarkets, all 20 miles walk from me. 20-mile walk? It's not bad.
Hump day. Yeah, I don't even see where the heck you can change that.
YouTube. What am I doing on YouTube? Why am I doing this? What's the matter with me? Am I losing my mind?
Backlash Fisherman. Are you gonna knit yourself another hat and put a fish symbol on the front of it? Hope so.
My brother wants to buy one off you.
No. I was fooling them the other day. I said, did you do some stockings too? And the lady showed her feet that on here as Tasha, you know. I said, maybe Backlash make some. I was teasing, I was kidding around with them. That would be interesting.
Can't see you yet, Elliot. Oh, there you are. Let's go, computer.
Yeah, right.
There you go.
Yeah.
I see you now.
Hey, I may not be able to talk long because my voice is, boy, is it irritated, my throat.
I can tell.
Yeah, it's, I haven't had a situation like this since I had pneumonia in 2005. And I went to the emergency room the other day. They gave me a shot of prednisone and gave me a whole bunch of prednisone tablets. I told them, I said, well, I got a whole bunch of them at home. I quit taking them because they messed my stomach up. So I didn't really get no help at all from the hospital. So anyway, good to see you, Tasha. Good to see you, Dave Poins, Wayne, and, Steve.
I hope you get better there soon, Steve.
Yeah, I was wanting to explain that. A while back, several months ago, it was telling me that my subs per day was too high. YouTube. That's something new. This was not this way before. I know because I sub people, on my old channel. I had an old channel that was God, 7, 8 years old, maybe older, and it got deleted, and so then fast forward here a few months ago, I think it was around the coffee thing we used to do. Tasha, I won't say who, but I'll just say back then, and all of a sudden it says your subscribers are too high for your amount of people you're subbing, so they won't let me sub no one right now. And even though I haven't subbed nobody in days or even a week, I think that I know of, but it says my subscriber count's too high. So in other words, I am subbed probably to 800 people, and out of those 800, I might have 150 that may be subbed to me. Not even that, really, I'd be honest with you, less. So I about decided there's some good people on YouTube. There's a lot of people out there that's got channels. You sub to them, they don't give a crap. They won't sub you back. They won't do nothing. And to prove it, my numbers prove it, because I can't sub nobody because my sub's so high. I mean, it's just bizarre. YouTube shouldn't do it, granted, but also the people on the channel should. If somebody subs me, I'm going to sub you back. In other words, I'm going to show you courtesy. I may not totally like your content per se, but I'll still watch it. Maybe leave a comment when I'm able to. But I'll definitely sub you. And but I can't even sub anybody. The only option I have is basically start unsubbing some people that never follow me or never really do anything on my channel.
No, I did that to about 5 people. I subscribed to the channels, right? And they wouldn't come back. They wouldn't come back to me and come back and say and watch my videos on it. So I got rid of them. Gotcha. So when I went on their channel to talk to them, they ignored me, wouldn't talk to me at all.
Wow.
They just sat there and they're talking to everybody else. I'm sitting there. I'm on their channel. I'm sitting there. I'm not up in the panel, but I'm down. I said, "Hi." No one say nothing. It was five Philippine ladies who did it. I got rid of all of them.
Hi, Myra.
I've been streaming on YouTube for way over a year.
Yeah.
At least, maybe a year and a half. I can't remember exactly, but it's just amazing that like, of all the people I'm subbed to, that they don't even sub me back. That's what shocks me. And I don't know who I can go in my thing and I can see the list of who subs me.
Yeah.
And I can do unsubscribe, or if I see somebody that sub me, I can go there in that studio and I can hit subscribe too. And I've checked that, but it don't show me all the people. A lot of people don't know it. You can actually make your subs. Used to could. I don't know if you still can make your subs private. Oh. At one time, I used to keep mine private. Where if you come to my channel and say I may have 400 subscribers, you wouldn't see that 400. I would take it away. And this was a few years ago.
Mine's all private. You cannot see any of my channels that I'm subbed to.
Okay, I need to change that because it's just. I can't figure out why everybody they go, oh, let's reach out, let's connect, let's do this, let's do that, and yet I subbed away, boy, in the past few months, and yet I don't have. If I'm lucky, what? Let me see, I'm at 300. I may have 100 and something subs out of that 700 or 800 I subbed. Wow, now that is not right.
That's not right at all.
No, and I'm not happy with it.
I wouldn't be happy either. You work your butt off to help them out, and then they'll do it, come back to you.
Yeah.
And don't stop back to you. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what you should have done, man? Hey, when you sub these people, you should have wrote down their names, and then you remember who you subbed, and if they don't come back to you, just get rid of them.
Mm-hmm. I did delete a few here and there, a few weeks ago. Went in there and did a few that I thought that I've never seen, and in the side chat or anything.
Yeah.
On anybody's stream, actually.
You remember some.
Mm-hmm. So it's just amazing they do you that way, though.
They do.
I mean, it definitely ain't right to do someone that way. I like a lot of times I'll if I watch a video, like if I watch say Michael Francis, he's a former mobster. Yeah. He's got 500,000 subs. If I'm gonna sit there and watch him on my TV, I would do a thumbs up. And of course, if I'm not subbed to him, I'll sub him because I'm watching him. I sub everybody like that. Yeah. So.
Yeah, but sometimes you get someone subbed and get monetization when they call and they won't bother with you no more. Oh, we took him for granted. We'll take it off. That's it.
Yeah, I believe that's happening on YouTube. Definitely. But
I saw a lot of people. I saw this lady on, I know still's on YouTube, but she don't come on too often because she's busy. She got five to 10 people monetized, and they never bothered with her no more. She went on the channel, they told her to get off.
wow.
And I told her, I said, what? Why you on something? Then don't have people take their subs away from it. She'll lose the monetization. She I don't
Mhm.
go around doing that. She said, I'll let them have their one. I don't have to bother them anymore. She said. But she told me, I got my life to live. Let them have them. I don't care about it. She said,
Wow.
I just don't care. She said she don't care anymore like she used to. She don't do
Hmm.
that. She's too busy anyways. So.
Hey, Mara.
Howdy, Buying Space, and hey, Judy May. Hope you're doing well.
Hey, Judy May, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back through and unsub some because usually it don't do me this way. This evening it did it, and I says this is weird. I did it the other day, and it did the same thing. It says your sub count's too high compared to the number of people you're subbing. So yeah, I'm subbing so many. They're saying, and they're not subbing me back. It really is what they're saying. And then they freeze me where I can't sub you.
Yeah, YouTube sees it. And he says, "Oh, you're subbing too many of them. You're going too high." He says, "How come not subbing you back?" That's crazy, man. I never heard about that.
I think YouTube sees that, and that's why they won't let me keep subbing, because they know that the people I'm subbing to is not subbing me back.
They're taking you for granted.
Well, that's awesome, Judy May.
And they said you can't do it no more.
It's weird. I tried to sub a while ago. Oh God, who was it here? Somebody on here. It wouldn't even let me sub. It popped it up. I can actually do it, and I can tell you exactly what it says, which is what I said. It said. Hang on, let me
hear what you have to say. Go ahead.
Let me go on the front side here.
Okay.
And sometimes it'll say something different, like you've subbed too many for this day, and I go, what? Which I don't do that anymore like that. Let's see. So it's just weird that YouTube thinks that everybody's supposed to sub each other, build a community, right? And yet they're all of a sudden they're hampering it. That don't make sense to me. I wish I had a phone number of somebody at YouTube where I could talk to them, because I would call them. Let me see. Let me give you an example here. Here's somebody. Hang on. You may hear this. Well, wait a minute. Let me mute myself. Hold on a second. Well, where am I at here? I'm lost. Oh, there I am. Okay. Let's see. Let me mute this because I don't want to blast you all.
Wayne, on your lives and stuff, have you been turning your monetization on? Because when I go into your lives, there's no ad.
Really?
If you don't go in the studio and turn the monetization on for each stream and each video that you upload, you will not get any ads put on it. So I noticed that every time I go on your lives, like, there's no ads.
Okay, you didn't hear me. Yeah, it says my subscribe count is too many for the amount of people I'm subbing to. It just popped up. I thought I was reading. I forgot I was muted. But yeah, it won't let me sub. You have too many subscriptions for the amount of people that you're subbing, and it won't let me.
Maybe because they think you're taking advantage of you. Maybe they think you.
And I Yeah, and I haven't subbed hardly anybody in the past few months that much. Just occasional somebody. There for a while now. A few months ago, I was subbing. Tasha. A bunch of other people. Daystream, Coffee Streams, this, that, and the other. And everything was fine. Then it would go. Well, you subbed too many this day.
Wow.
So that was something new. And I go, good gosh, that's a mess. And then all of a sudden that kind of went away. And then this popped up here recently. And I go, wow. So that proves that the people I'm subbed to are not subbed back to me. Because if they were, my count they're saying my count's not matching. I got so many subs, but yet very few people are subbing me. So they're actually ratting them out, really, if you think about it.
Why'd they give you a list of who you subbed out to?
Well, I wish they would.
Yeah, it would be good if they did, huh?
You
go over and leave a comment.
Studio and see every single person that is subscribed to your channel, and whether you are or not subbed to them.
Yeah, true, but it don't show me who's unsubbed that don't sub me. See, that's the thing. I got hundreds and hundreds that don't even sub me, and I don't know who they are. It's, I'm subbed to them, granted, but I don't know. I can pull that list up for sure, and I have did it and went through that list. I still got hundreds there that I'm subbed to that I don't know anything about, that I can't get access to at all. So, I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what's happening.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is if you go in the studio and go to that list of every single person that's subbed to you.
Yeah. I'd have to.
You are or are not subbed to them.
Yeah, on that list, it shows me everybody I'm subbed to, but it don't show me, and I'm subbed to them, but it don't. See, some people used to set their subs private. Like I got some subscribers in the reloading community that I know is subbed to my channel, but they're not showing that they're subbed to my channel in YouTube Studio. They set a privacy thing on there. They did that a few years ago, and they're doing it now. And I know who they are personally because I have their phone number. We talk occasionally, and they don't have there's no list of them, but they are subbed to me.
Wow. Do you have any of the accounts that are fake accounts? That means like a second account that has little subs. A lot of people, if they got people that has second accounts, they'll come in and they have a little subs and they're just trying to help you out on your channel. Don't sub to them because they're trying to help your subs to grow. And that's one thing about when you got a second accounts or third accounts and all that, and they're trying to help you grow, they're telling you don't sub back to them because all they're doing is just helping you grow in your channel.
Well, see, they're not even helping me do that, though, Steve. They're not even subbing to me. That's what the irony of all this crap is. I'm subbed out to, yin yang to hundreds of people, and those hundreds of people don't sub me back. But usually I don't do what they call a rant. But
hey, you got to have a rant there.
Yeah, it irritates you. And I got irritated tonight because I tried to sub somebody from your channel, Tasha, and it wouldn't let me. And some other, I think another stream was happening tonight. Hendrick's Farm or something I went over to earlier before your stream started. It wouldn't let me sub somebody in that channel this evening. So, YouTube is, how can I put it this way? Google has messed up YouTube so bad that it's pathetic over the years. And I was with YouTube before Google owned YouTube.
See, now I have, not going to get into like technicalities of it. But there are channels, as like Steven is saying, that they go and support channels, but they don't have any type of content on theirs. Now, some of them, yes, can be trolls when you see them that created the channel today and come in and bombard your chat. Now, I have a bunch of people that have had their channels for years, but they have 0 subs and 0 content.
Yeah. And Judy May, I do go to their channels. I ain't got around to yours yet because I got so many that I'm sub to. I'm not even streaming a lot lately. If I actually sat here and started making comments on all my subs and people in these side chats, I would be so busy. I would be here for 5 days, maybe 10 days, making, hello, enjoyed your video. Hello, enjoyed your video. Hello, enjoyed your video. It would just turn into a nightmare. I would really have to copy and paste to even be able to do it. And to be honest, and I'm going to say something else on that subject. You hear a lot of these guys come here and give all this advice on YouTube. I know you do. Here's the problem. What do you think these guys that have 1 million channels, guys and gals that have 1 million viewers, you think they sit there and they answer 1 million viewers? No. There's no way. They can't do it. And they know it. So all this, make sure you comment is a good thing. And I do network and comment on quite a bit. I've commented on Tasha's videos. She knows it, and here and there. And Wayne, I seen some of your videos, but I didn't comment because I was busy one day. I was watching one. But I usually would do a thumbs up if I catch that video on your channel. I would thumb it up.
I think what they're trying to tell you to do is for you to have more views and let people comment on your video. So the thing is, though, this is the problem. It's not Google the problem. YouTube has an analytic problem where if it's too much subscribed to you, they'll end up saying, whoa, you're getting too many subscribers. I'm going to hold your account.
Yeah, well, it says like I mentioned, and I was muted. It says you have too many subscribers. You cannot basically subscribe to anybody. Your subscriber count is too high. I am helping everybody, by showing how do you want to put it? Show the love, and by subbing them, and they just don't sub back, and that's a fact. There is no ands and if buts about it. That's what it is, and that's what that flag keeps throwing up. I am subbed to so many people, and it don't want me to be subbed, say, to 800 people, and then only maybe 100 of those people sub me back. That's what it's saying in that thing.
I'm subbed to over 1,000 channels. You think I can get to every single one of them channels?
You can't. That's what I'm trying to say. That's you hear a lot of advice on YouTube with these guys. They'll come in here, a lot of these streams, and they'll tell you all this advice about YouTube. Go in there and comment, wait 2 days after, etc. I have tried every single thing like that, and it still does not work. So YouTube did not do this. This was not this way last year, or about a year ago. YouTube was not this way. I was in there subbing, people. I had no issues. All of a sudden now they've changed an algorithm or something in YouTube and really messing it up now to where if you do sub a lot of people, they just basically stop letting you sub anybody.
You can. When I have 900 people on my channel. I have over 900 or maybe more. I go to when they come on. Some of the people don't even come on, have a live stream. Only like 5 does. They're all busy working. That's why most of them are all busy working.
Mm-hmm.
So I got the ladies on there all the time, and I go up piano and I sing on their channel, and I talk to them. But you don't see too many on my describing list is not even around. One girl hasn't been around for 2 years.
I have a friend. He got a gun for him. He's been on YouTube since the early days.
Yeah.
Before Google bought it.
Okay.
All right. He subbed to me. He'll tell you in a live stream. Yeah. He's got 20,000 something subs. He will tell you flat out, I don't go to other channels. I'm sorry. I don't do it because I don't want to be influenced by it. And I thank each and every one of you, but I do not go watch your videos. And he's a good guy. There's nothing wrong with what he's doing. He says, I don't have time to sit there and go through 20,000 people.
I can't do that either. I wouldn't do it either.
And that's just kind of the way it is. People don't realize that once you get a certain number, you're done unless you hire people. And who's going to come in here and you're going to hire a whole bunch of people in the PCs and put them to work. And to prove my point on that, Don Henley, I think they say he pays 6 or 8 people hundreds of dollars a week to go on YouTube and find out who the heck has copyrighted one of his songs on a channel. This is a true story. Don Henley of the Eagles pays people to actually go in there and do copyright strikes. Wow. And they think it's so, everybody that knows he does this goes, wow, what is Don Henley thinking? You know, doing that. He's not accomplishing nothing except paying a big old payroll.
Yeah. So he's making money off. That's all they're doing.
Yeah. And matter of fact, some of the record producer channels on YouTube, they will put occasional Eagles song up for content for educational purposes.
Yeah.
And his workers will come in there and bam, hit them, buddy, and it makes them mad. He goes, well, Don Henley says, what's wrong with Don Henley? Is he living in he's not living in the real world anymore. Granted, he is old school. He's an old guy now, like me, but he just don't want nobody taking any song of the Eagles and using it, not even for one split second.
I was singing on karaoke with the Eagles a couple of nights ago. They didn't do nothing to me.
I'm surprised, but he does have a crew. He does have a payroll, believe it or not.
Yeah, I was just on there singing Peaceful, Easy Feeling on there. Because I got it, it's not copyrighted, it's on Google. I got it from Google, so I sang it.
Mm-hmm. Rick, check out Rick Beato in Atlanta. He's a record producer.
Yeah.
He's got a studio. He talks about this. He talks about Don Henley, his workers. He talks about YouTube's crazy rules, and he's got, I think, 1 million viewers. Yeah. So he's a huge channel here in Atlanta, Georgia.
Wow, that's
guitars everywhere, recording consoles. This guy's nothing but music. That's all he is.
Mama Kika.
It's like, see, even with these streams sometimes, I know Tasha streams. I haven't seen Big Matt streaming lately. I did run into Nitro the other day streaming. Now, do I get notices on streaming the side? Yeah, but I can't sit in front of a computer 8-10 hours a day though looking for these streams.
I can't do it either.
I mean, I have a little bit of a life, even though it ain't much. I do have things to do. Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
No, I mean, okay, for example, like certain channels, I get notifications from.
Mm-hmm.
Are they many channels? No.
I got a lot
Typically, it's the same channels. Like, I get a notification when Wayne's live, when Dave's live, when Steven's live, when you're live. And you, I don't always get a notification for. But I go through my list of subscribers on and off throughout the day to see who's live. If I'm not doing anything, I'll pop in. If there's 10 people live, I'll go in, 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there. I can't stay when there's so many people live.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Try to go, hey, what's up, blah. But to get to every single one of my subscribers, it's impossible.
Yeah.
And if they're monetized, I mean, granted, now they're doing like the shorts and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's not taken in effect yet. And so in all reality, the only way you could literally go to an attempt to go to every single person's thing, you're going to have to watch a short. Now, yourself, that's anywhere from 15 seconds. Well, you might as well say a second to 59 seconds. That would be the only way possible to go through. What is that benefiting that person? Now, you may see a 15-second short pop up that might have a 7-minute long video ad, but who the hell is going to sit there and watch it? I'm not for no 15-second short. Ain't happening.
I know. You hear so much.
People to do this.
Yeah, I agree with you, Tasha. Like I say, you hear so many of these people give advice on YouTube about this, that, and the other. And what it is, think about it. There's no way in the world if you got 20 subs, say 20,000 people sub to you, or even 500,000, there is no cotton picking way you're going to, even if you sit and put away an hour per day and just commented, do you know what little bit of a commenting you would do with that kind of subscriber base? And then they'll say, well, they don't count because they're not really participating. Well, what do you want to do? You want to throw away 500,000 subscribers just because they don't comment? No, you're monetized. You have 1 million subscribers. You want to keep those million, right? Because that million, occasionally does help you out and get views.
Yep.
So I don't agree with this homegrown stuff all the way entirely, because putting it in real life, it won't work when you got 500,000 or 1 million subscribers. It just will not work. The advice that they give you will not work. I've been aware of that for a long time, and I do sit and listen to a lot of advice on YouTube, especially in live streams. And
Hi, Steven.
Good night.
Hi, Steve.
Night, man. But you can only do so much on it. Today I've been gone. I was on the computer a little bit this morning for a minute. I'm not even doing coffee streams lately because I ain't felt like it. And then I had to go to the doctor. I didn't get back till almost dark. Now I left out here at 1 or 2 o'clock today. And I live in a rural area, so my doctors they're not like they're down the street here, or some city. And my poor dog, he had to be stuck in the doghouse today for 5 or 6 hours while I was gone. By the time I got out of the doctor's office, went to Kroger, got the script, sat there for a lousy hour, then got a few groceries, and then got home. It was way after dark. It was a mess. But anyway, what's weird is about that medicine. They give me prednisone. I thought I said I have a 10 milligram, a bottle of 60. I probably got a bottle of 5, another 30 or 40. Typically, I take that for back inflammation because I have a bad T9 and 10 area.
Yeah.
And it helps me, but when I come off of it, oh, man, it's worse.
Your back feels bad, huh?
Yeah, it gets worse once I do start tapering down off of it. So they gave me a shot right here in the left arm. Boy, it hurt. And I didn't go buy their medicine because I can't take prednisone heavy like that, even for my lungs. Now, my lungs are awful. I mean, boy, I haven't had a problem like this since I had pneumonia. And, I've had 2 x-rays about a month ago for my lung doctor. I finally went and did that. I haven't heard from him, so it must be okay. I went to the hospital. They x-rayed me. It was okay. What's odd about that is back in 2005, I almost died of pneumonia. My lung was so heavy, 2 doctors missed it on x-rays.
Wow.
That I had pneumonia. I get in the hospital with a lung collapse. All of a sudden, I see it. My daughter sees it. And they think it's cancer because it's just lung is just so infected. But yet 2 doctors' offices x-rayed me and could not find it.
Wow.
Said my lungs were clear, and they were not. And I thought, wow, what's going on? Doctors don't even know how to read an x-ray anymore.
Oh, wow.
So I don't even know, I don't even know if I may have pneumonia now. I can barely, if I haven't been talking much because I haven't been streaming lately or even been on Tasha's show. But boy, my voice the other day was worse than it is now. It was real rough.
Doctors have your head now? Wow.
I'm going to call my pulmonary doctor and get in there and see him again. That's what I'm going to do.
That's the best
I'm
thing.
glad you're still here, Steve.
The best thing you can do is do that. Go to your own doctor, primary care. You'll find it.
Yeah. I have a good pulmonary doctor. I just ain't been back to him. I went, actually probably 2 or 3 months ago. He gave me a thing for an x-ray, and it's like a 40-minute drive to get to it. So I sat there and waited like 2 months. I finally went down there and had the x-ray, which that was probably 30 days ago or something like that. And he's got my address. He could have mailed me a letter if I had anything wrong with the x-ray, So he's one of the doctors that actually consulted in my thoracic surgery in 2005. They had to crack me open here with a cracker and had to go into
I
my.
know what you're talking about, yeah.
Oh, it's rough, man. I woke up, man. I woke out of that surgery. I thought a truck ran over me.
Oh, yeah.
It is not fun. So this kind of does worry me because it's just not normal for my lungs to be this way and my voice.
You have to go back to your doctor and see him.
Mm-hmm. And what's weird is I've had congestion for 4, 5, 6 months now, and it's never went away. It gets better if I take an antibiotic, then it comes back.
Wow.
I don't know what's going on with it. I wasn't even going to come on here because I figured I sound too horrible. But actually, I'm doing fairly well. Okay. Probably have a sore throat.
Horrible.
You're on Todd's channel, that's why. Everything goes good on her channel. She always makes everybody happy when you're on here. So
Yeah.
nice to be with her on here. She said,
I always feel comfortable talking on Tasha's
yeah,
stream.
Tasha's a good lady.
Yeah.
We talk to her. We've all laughed together with her.
And I'm gonna say something. You can't say that about most people that do streams. They're not. Some of them is just not that comfortable to go in there and just talk. They're not.
I got like 10 Philippine ladies love to talk on there. They always drag me up on their panel all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Always on this. Yeah, come up here, Dave. We want you to sing with us. I said, all right, come on.
I'm back. I had to put some on things on
But
my
both of you play guitar, right?
No, I don't. I play the keyboard. He plays.
Oh, okay. My brother plays the piano. I can play a little bit of a Beatles song. I did know a good bit of music theory on my guitar, but I've forgotten a lot of it.
You haven't probably
Past few years.
done it in a while, huh? Right? You haven't done it in a while, right?
No, I'll go practice occasionally, a few chords occasionally, and I just don't study it anymore. There for a while, that's all I did was study music theory. The intervals and the keys in a chord.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could actually sit and tell you what's in the key of G at one time. I still probably can because there's different progressions in that chord. Let's see, G, A, B, C, G, C. Let me see. I forget. It's been so long, I forgot now. Let's see.
All spell F-A-C-E.
E. Yeah, it would be E. Yeah. And then there's sometimes a minor, which is on
So
some
it
of
all
those
spells
keys.
F-A-C-E to all the chords.
Mhm.
F-A-C-E.
My brother plays good guitar. He can play guitar good too.
My brother can play the
Guitar.
Go ahead.
I used to have a bass guitar, electric bass.
Oh, you used to play it, Tasha?
Yeah, a long time ago. My mom wanted to get me an amp, but she got me the bass guitar and a book. And I'm like, well, how am I supposed to know what it's actually sounding like being, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just drum, the bass guitar, like an electric guitar, you can't really hear the sound of the chords with no amp.
I know.
My boys, he's up late tonight.
Challenge.
What?
You ready to go to bed, Blue?
The moon where his brother.
Let me go put my dog in the
I am
dog pen. Be right back.
And
Okay,
I just believe.
What do you mean by that, Myra?
Who ain't go to the room where his brother is, and I am still just into disbelief. I don't know what she's talking about. I don't know.
She don't believe we live in the same house. I'm not walking up.
He wants to see you in the same room.
I'm too damn lazy to go upstairs.
I'm too lazy to go downstairs. I'm a lazy guy.
If you're tired, why don't you go to bed? Do you want me to sit here and squirt you with a water bottle like I do the animals so you stay awake?
No, I didn't fall. Yeah, keep on saying I fell asleep.
Oh,
You people on this channel.
What about Jamie, Mister?
yeah, Judy May said Wayne fell asleep. She said.
He always busts his butt and says he fell asleep.
Yeah, just fooling around with you, Wayne.
I know, but she always
Tasha don't worry to do a short video. Well, under 10 minutes, and it's well, 10.
Hey, Nitro.
Well, you need to come in and say more than just hello.
How's it going, Nitro? Yeah, I even feel like I got the flu.
Oh, there we go.
Tired, kind of just don't have no energy.
Hey, Natural Freak, what's up, man?
Well, as they say, I feel like I was rode hard and not put away wet.
Me too. Boy, I was shopping for some groceries after I got my prescription today. I thought, God, I don't even feel like doing this. Walking around the store.
Sometimes you take medication. Hey, sometimes you take medication. You have some little bit of food with it. It'll help your stomach. Like,
I've been doing a nebulizer. The problem is my chemical for my breathing machine is 2021, so it's expired. But it has helped me a little bit the past few days. So I did that.
How are you convinced, Mara? Hello.
Same house.
Oh, damn, it's scary. Go back.
But yeah, boy, going back to what we were talking about, boy, if I could, had the time, I would go comment on every single body, that I watch. What is that?
You stop eating them.
Looks like a fishing worm.
He's trying to hypnotize you, Tasha.
My
Licorice?
Twizzler.
Oh,
yeah, my Twizzler. I'm trying to hypnotize Dave. You're getting sleepy.
I won't sleep. I walk around the house. I don't know where I am and stuff. At times I say, hypnotize.
Hey, I don't work with you. Wayne does, so Wayne would have to deal with it, not me.
I was talking to my daughter the other day about Graceland. I went with her and her husband, and I kind of timed it out. The lady, she'd get ahead of us, trying to keep the tour moving. I thought it was good, and it had long lines. I think I mentioned that to you all in one of your live streams. She told me the other day, looked at me and says, me and David going back, we're not even going to pay the high ticket. We're just going to go stand the line. That way we can spend more time inside the Graceland. I thought, well, you'll only maybe spend 15 more minutes inside that house. 15 more minutes, maybe 20. And the lady was not that rushing. She would go ahead of us, stand there and wait, and we could, take pictures. Why would you want to wait for 2 hours on $100-something ticket when you can have a private, semi-private tour and just be escorted? Just 10 of you.
Goes right through the place to see everything you leave.
I told her, I said, have fun. I mean, why you would want to go back and stand in line? Matter of fact, that's one of the things when I left there, I looked back and I told you, I said, look at that line there. Look at all that crap we got by with. We had carte blanche over that line.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Colonel Parker, Elvis would be still alive today.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Yep,
Yeah,
he killed him because he
wore him out.
Yeah, he owed debt to people. And he said Elvis had to be on stage because he had to help me pay the debt off.
Yeah, he gambled a lot. Matter of fact, they say he died owing the lady at Graceland told me he actually died owing Las Vegas casinos money. And he gambled big, so he probably owed him $1 million or $2 million when he died. So who knows?
Yep, that's all.
He was a degenerate. They say he would lose $1 million in just a few minutes.
Yeah, one of Elvis's guy with Elvis, he's gonna knock him on the floor because he was mad about what he was doing to Elvis.
Not me. I'm the youngest. I'm not the oldest. I'm the youngest.
The oldest. I'm older than him. He's the youngest brother.
So you got your answer.
I'm 4 years older than my brother, but everybody, even when we was 18, 20, everybody thought that he was 4, 5, 6 years older than me. Go figure. I don't know how that happened. But matter of fact, my brother is, you see, I still got hair. My brother's 4 years younger than me. He takes after my grandmother's side of the family. I take after my grandfather's side of the family. My brother's already bald. He does comb over. And I'm okay. I got hair. Yeah. So, lucky. But I take after my grandfather's side of the family. Awesome. And my mother too. And my father was okay. He didn't get bald a little bit till his 60s.
Oh wow.
And I'm thinning, you know, some, but we all do, you know, as we age. I tell you, it's still wet here, Tasha. You all, my ground is so soggy out there. I've got either wild pigs in my backyard at night or armadillos, but whatever they're doing, they're knocking 6-inch holes in my ground and 8-inch holes, and they're taking dirt and just like a dog and just digging up. So my whole backyard is like a mud pen. Now there is small hogs here, piglets. I've seen them. The only thing I'm going to do is I'm not supposed to, but I'm going to I got a friend that's got a 22. I'm going to go out there one time a night and I'm going to blow 2 of them away at one time. And I'm going to go out there every night and go, bam, come back in the house, go back to bed. Next night, come out, bam, kill another one. They're going to be laying out everywhere, dead. I mean, they're destroying my yard. They've never did my backyard. They typically do my front yard in small sections. Not this time.
Could be porcupines.
Well, I haven't seen him. I know armadillos are here, and I know wild pigs are here. So it's one or the other. I don't think we got those. And I am near farmland. My backyard's attached to a bunch of farmland.
I'm pretty sure porcupines are everywhere. Did you know they can climb trees?
Yeah, I know that. I thought on that. I documentary they're showing porcupines climb trees. So.
What it is, we've had so much rain here lately. My ground's kind of soft now. It's usually hard. Boy, they've just looks like a deer just took its hoof and slammed it 6 inches down into the mud and then raked it out. And my roommate asked me the other day, he says,
I have some crazy animals over there.
My roommate asked me the other day, he says, you think it's squirrels? And I said, I don't think it is. In the middle of the night, squirrels out there digging holes in a yard. If it is, it's about 500 squirrels out there raising hell.
I don't think any squirrels are doing it.
Squirrels don't do that.
No, they don't do that.
There ain't no way they're going to dig out that many holes and that much dirt slinging around a yard.
Nope.
No way. They typically just don't happen.
Nope.
I used to squirrel hunt. I've never seen squirrels destroy property and dig holes in the ground and go crazy.
It could be moles. To kind of
could be. If I have to, I'm gonna put a trail cam out there, and I'm gonna find out what's going on out there. I'm gonna have to.
That's a good idea. Doing that, you can catch them then. Find who's doing it. No, you should do. Set up some firecrackers in there, right, and then set them off, and they're in there. I mean, you can get something to set them off, right? They're in there, and then throw them in there, and then they boom, boom, boom. Crazy animals out there. Huh?
Yeah, I was hoping to get camping. I wanted to get out there and see if I could get a deer, but it looks like deer season's winding down.
Yep. Actually,
here on the WMA, it's already shut down. Now, on private land, you can still hunt, I think, another week or two. But outside of that, you can't go on the WMA now and hunt for deer now.
I think the deer season's getting over.
Yep. I was wanting to take my great-grandson hunting, too, this year.
Tasha hunts all the time.
Boy, I tell you, if it's moles, they're powerful. I tell you what. They made a mess. It was like a bunch of wild hogs been out there digging. I mean, it's just muddy. And there are always those holes. It always has a slant at an angle, 45, and it's about 6 inches deep on average. And the dirt shit snatched out. So it's
groundhog, Elliot.
Right, groundhog.
It could be a woodchuck.
Yeah, I didn't thought of that one.
Live in the ground, and their holes are that same way.
Huh. Well, man, I must have a whole family out here because over the years, I'd see maybe 1 or 2 of those holes in my front yard, maybe 1 in the back. Now we're talking maybe 20, 30 holes there.
Hey, Elliot, why don't you just go and put camera up so you know who's doing it? That's all. Put it up.
I am. Yeah, I'm going to have to order one. Set it out there. Well, when I find out, there's going to be some night hunting going on.
Woodchucks get tunnels like ants.
No tunnels.
And they'll have tunnels going out from the main inside. So you could have one family and 6 different tunnels all leading into the same home.
Called woodchuck.
These holes actually end. I've checked them. They 45 degree and they stop. It almost reminds you like a deer would stuck his paw in it, and went woof, snatched the dirt out. And that's it. Then you got a pile of dirt there,
No,
It's kind of weird.
Cleared up way more than that.
Mm-hmm. But it's a mess. I've never had my yard destroyed this much here before. Oh, if it keeps up, I won't even be able to cut grass this summer because there'll be some mud hole out back.
Yeah, when you woodchuck hunt, you got to be able to whistle. Because if they're running, you whistle, they stand up like that, that's when you shoot them. Any type of noise to get them up. My sister could whistle, with her pinkies. And they'd stand right up, and Dad would take them down.
Mm-hmm. If I had tunnels, Nitro, I would probably, have a better idea. But what is it? These don't go anywhere. They're just all over the yard, pop marks everywhere. Yeah, that's the way it always is.
Snakes.
You take a stick it in there, it won't go no further. That's it. Trip. They've been doing this, slightly way back 7 years ago, but not like to this point. I think I'm being invaded by a bunch of animals.
I think a squirrel in my yard was doing that, digging little holes and taking things out of the holes in my yard. So there could be a squirrel do that, Elliot.
Ain't no squirrels out there in the middle of the night raising hell, tearing my yard up. Them squirrels ain't that strong, tearing this kind of dirt out.
They rip the door right out of the ground and throw it.
Jesus. It would.
Potholes.
Yeah, it's not squirrels.
Probably the animals are in there dancing.
If it is squirrels, it come from Pet Cemetery movie. I'll say that.
Hey, you're probably out there dancing. Hey, Elliot, they're probably out there dancing, going do 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 poof.
Maybe it's an alien.
They're out there with their hula skirts on, just dancing.
I may do some shorts on that. Every time I whack one, I'll trim it and put a short up on YouTube saying, "You're about to see something graphic." Bam!
Yeah, but what you should do is make an anime. Put like a grass skirt on the squirrel. Show him like standing up, doing a little hula dance with his tail flicking.
Yeah, probably what the animals are doing.
Don't make me laugh. I got a chest cold. I don't need to laugh.
So what if you put a camera up and they all had?
I do want to know what's doing it though. That's got my curiosity up.
Yeah, they take pictures.
Trail cameras put out there. Now it's funny here with like all the snow melted off. Mm-hmm. So the moles, when the snow's gone, you can see all the little holes in the like frozen ground from where they were going under the snow and between their holes and stuff. And they tear up the yard. There's little moles.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
And they're like this. It looks like a snake went through there, but that's just a mole. And it's like a hole about like this big.
Oh, they're goofy too, man. They're goofy animals.
But we definitely got wild piglets here from Wild Hogs. I've seen them in the neighborhood. I call them little piglets, but little wild hogs, little miniature. They're about a foot tall, and they're running around the neighborhood. And I'll be walking the neighborhood here past year, and I'll see one in somebody's yard. And I know if that one's there, the mother and father are somewhere close behind.
Oh yeah.
And my property
with an angry style either.
I mean, even though I'm in a neighborhood, I have got a huge farm back there, buddy. I'm not kidding you. There's nothing but a few little dirt roads back in there and nothing but farmland everywhere. So there's a lot of wild animals back there.
Maybe they're coming from the farmland and chewing up all you think.
One time years ago, I had I think it was about a 5-foot tomato plant out there. Got up one morning, walked over and looked at it. I thought maybe somebody ran to the yard and trimmed the top out. Anyway, the whole top was eight flat, just like you took a hedge clippers and cut it square flat. I looked at it, I walked up to it, and I said, "That's weird." And I said, So I figured some deer just walked up to it and chewed the top part of the tomato plant out and walked off.
Probably was a piglet. Probably ate.
Well, the plant was 5 foot tall, up to here on me.
Piglet
And
jumped
the
out.
whole top was just, ragged,
Yeah.
but yet flat, chewed
Yeah.
out.
Deer,
I went,
Wait, wouldn't the squirrel gonna eat that tomato plant? A squirrel would eat it, wouldn't it?
I don't know.
I've never had no problem with squirrel eating anything in my garden here.
a deer will stand up on its back feet
Mm-hmm.
to get apples off the tree, and they'll also
Yeah.
put their feet up against the tree, like almost like shaking it to get the apples
really?
out of it. Because we have one apple tree here.
Yeah.
We picked some. The only ones left in the tree were in the top. Come out like the next day, they're all gone. There's deer prints. So the deer shook the apples out.
That is smart, huh?
I need to get me I need to get me a 22. My brother just bought one here, a bolt action here a few months ago. I need to get me one.
Let's get a pellet gun. That's all. Shoot him with a pellet.
I thought of that too. Yeah.
Shoot him with a pellet gun and you kill him instantly. I mean,
No,
right
better
there.
yet, shoot them with a paintball gun.
I don't want to paint them.
So then
I don't
you
want to
know.
paint them.
Well, no. Then you know which ones are coming back.
With a paintball.
Oh boy.
A paintball gun. That's funny, Dodge.
Yeah.
Right in the block.
You hit them and they'll walk out there. They come back.
I'm trying not to laugh. It hurts my
Believe it or
chest.
not, if you hit them a couple of times with them paintball guns, because they leave welts, because we used to have paintball fights,
Hit 'em.
Mm-hmm.
they leave big welts.
Yo, see, they had.
So you
Yeah.
shoot them a couple of times, they'll come back.
Tasha, didn't they have a mask on your face when you did paintballs or something? And when they hit you, you don't get hurt. But you do it to an animal with no protection, they'll be dead. They'll be hurt.
No, we weren't at like a paintball range. This was me and my cousins
Oh,
hitting
okay.
each other with paintballs.
That must have hurt.
Oh yeah, I've been shot in the butt with BB guns, pellet guns, paintball guns. I had like welts on my chest from the paintballs.
The pellet gun would really injure them. You shoot them with a pellet gun, they hurt. Shoot them in the head with it. Hey, we go out there, get the pellet gun, shoot the piglets with it, and it'll be all done.
Going back to YouTube, I do like everybody else. I don't know if you can see that, but when all their videos show, like live streams, et cetera, on these phones and your community tabs, if it's somebody I'm sub to, typically I will watch the video.
Yeah.
But I don't just sit down here at the computer and start spending hours on it. It's just something I can't do.
Hey, that's a good idea for lesson paint. That's what Brian Space said. Lesson paint. You can see them in the dark when they come out there.
Like right now.
How's your foot doing?
Hey, Elliot.
Hmm?
Why don't you go on your subscriber list and see who's subscribed to you? And then
I have looked. But you got to realize that not everybody shows up on that thing. There's a way to block that. I don't know if they took it out of the way, but at one time there was. I know a guy that's subbed to me, he does not show up on my subscriber list because he keeps it private. That way nobody knows, so.
It can be private
I think
on his channel.
It's on mine. I can't never see him. He is subbed to me. I know he is. And he don't show up on in my studio.
Well, then I shouldn't either, because all mine are private. So
That's
if
weird.
I show up on your list,
I'm trying to think, did yours ever show up? I don't think yours may have. I went through here about a month ago. And actually I went through it for this very reason, because I know I'm subbed to I know I'm subbed to at least probably 700 people. Like I said, only maybe 100 or 50 are subbed me back. That's a fact. So
you should actually go in and see if you see my name there.
yeah, I will.
Because my channels are private. Like if you go to my channel, you can't see my subscriber list of who my channels are.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Yeah, my
So
friend here.
See name in your list, then that person isn't subbed to you. because mine is shut off. My everything is private.
I don't remember seeing you, so you probably are. Yeah, you don't show up. And this guy I'm talking about, High Boy, he don't show up on mine either. Never has, but he is sub to me. And,
yeah, well, so am I.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't think I seen you on there either. That's what I'm thinking. So I went through it where it was all subscribers and went through it here a few weeks ago, and I seen a few people that had subbed me, and I subbed them back. Now, it let me then at that point. And I haven't even been subbing much lately. That's what's weird. It just won't let me do it at all now. So much for YouTube and their grow your community. Yeah. When they control it this much, though, when they start to do it so bad that you can't sub people, that's pretty crappy, YouTube. You know? Really is. Regardless of how many you're sub to. I mean, if you want to sub 2,000, that's your right. You know, you'd think you'd just, hey, sub them, you know? If you want. But no, not with them anymore. My brother today, he's been on Facebook for years. I've tried it, and I get off. I can't stay on it long. And he told me tonight, he said he got out of there. He said he was tired of it. And my brother, he grew up working on cars like I did, working on them. And he's post stuff, you know, in forums and stuff. And they're always in there, always got the mechanic that knows it all. And my brother will sit there and he'll go get the original, you know, bulletins and the real story, and he'll post it and say, "Here you go if you don't believe me." And they'll sit there and tell him he's still wrong. And he'll send me something. My brother will, and I go, unbelievable. A few years ago, my son was telling me. Now I won't even go into age, but he's older. He tells me one day, he says, "Well, I want to tell you something, Dad. These new cars have got these real small clearances." And I said, "Yeah, yep, that's true." He said, "So that you have to put that 5W20 oil in there because of those small clearances." And that's true. The oil change place will tell you that, but it's a bunch of crap. So what I did to prove him wrong, I went over to Europe, pulled in a website of Ford cars sold in Europe. Europe does not run 520 in some of their cars, Ford. They run 1030 in some countries. And I says, "Here you go, son. Check this article out." And he goes, "Huh." I said, "See, it's really," I said, "the only reason they tell you to do 520 is because it puts a little bit extra miles on that motor. And fleet wide, say if they do 1 million cars a year or 500,000, it gets their federal regulations up, their fuel economy, so they can get by government regulation." That's what that's about.
Wow.
That's why you'll see oil sometime, it'll say fuel savings because it's so thin. And me, I've had 3 vets. I ran 050 now, 050 Castrol. That's thick weight, right? And my vets at 50, 60, 70,000 miles without no harm to my motors. And they say vet motors are very tight. LT1s are very tight tolerance. No problem. My brother, he don't run 520 in his truck. It says to. He runs typically 10, 30, maybe in the winter 530, you know. So he don't even do the 520s. And I'll tell my daughter this sometimes. She'll go, "Oh, I'm going to put 520 in there." And I go, "That's ridiculous." I go raise my hood up on my vet and he'll say, "Put Mobile One 520 in this Corvette." I wouldn't drop. They cannot make me put no 520 in my Corvette for no amount of money in the world. One reason, because I kick it. I rev it up at high RPMs and the oil will smear a bearing like that. It can do it for a split second on high RPMs only now when you really raising cane.
I will never, ever run Pennzoil in any vehicle. First time I did, put it in my Grand Prix. We just did a oil change filter. That motor knocked so bad, thought it was going to come right out the damn car.
I've heard of that, Tasha.
I had to go get another filter, other oil, drain it all out again, put on new oil in it, never knocked.
I had it reminds me of a story. 1980, I had a Gremlin. Remember AMC Gremlins? I hated that car. I went to a grocery store one day and I said, "I just do Quaker State." My father-in-law did it. I usually did Castrol. I did Quaker State. I was going down 400 here in Georgia and my motor felt the noise, man. It started banging. like Tasha's talking about, pinging. I pulled over and turned it off and waited a little bit, cranked it up. It didn't do it. Drove home, went and got castor oil, put it in there. That car drove. I sold that car. Never had another minute's problem. But as soon as I put that Quaker State in there, my motor about shook apart. It almost went crazy. Now, they say that back then it was real crude Pennsylvania crude oil. Well, it didn't work too well in my Gremlin. And I never used it to this day. My brother will occasionally, but I won't. I won't touch it.
Another time I took my my Ford Explorer, high mileage. Mm-hmm. I told him 4 quarts and slick 50. Because I remember that. I had 150,000 miles on it. They didn't do it. Worst part is they put Pennzoil in it. I took it right back the same day and I said, look, I specifically told you no Pennzoil, that you were to use, Mobile or Castor or whatever. No Pennzoil. 4 quarts and slick 50, and I told you I didn't care if I had to pay extra for the slick 50. That's how I wanted my oil change. I said, so now you can go drain that crap out of it and put what I asked you in it.
Mm-hmm. I usually, buying space, I usually just get that spray. What is it? Heck, I forget now. And fire it in the car. Back in the old days, just put in the carburetor. I've never tried the WD-40. Now I can run. Back in the old days, carburetor. I could run transmission fluid through a carburetor and clean the stuff off the pistons, the crud and the corrosion back years ago, and smoke the car. Turn the carburetor up, idle it high, and just sit there and pour transmission fluid right down the carburetor. Boom, 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 boom. And the car would smoke like all get out, but it would burn a lot of that old contaminants off the pistons and the valves and stuff. But typically, you don't do that anymore with modern. Yeah, one time we didn't have a. Yeah, this was back in the days we didn't even have unleaded gas. It was regular, had lead in it back in those days. I even remember when I was driving my Vets, and even 97 and 98 here in Georgia, I didn't run no ethanol. I had pure premium, just good gas, no ethanol, no nothing in my sports cars. And now, don't have much of a choice.
We run non-ethanol on the snowblower, the lawnmower, like and my 4-wheeler.
Mm-hmm. Me
Not
too.
A cheap thing with the price of gas right now.
Yeah, I run it in my mower, my weed eater, rec gas, like REC, they call it here, recreational gas. Matter of fact, my lawnmower, my rider mower, I used to run ethanol in it. Every spring, I had to pull my tank, drain my tank, and put a filter on. I switched to non-ethanol. Guess what? I have not drained my tank, put a filter on it now in probably 4 years, 5 years. State is okay. I don't know what the ethanol was doing to that motor, but it was doing something to it. Now, the manufacturers will tell you it don't harm anything, but go talk to a small lawnmower repair shop, and they'll tell you how many of that stuff they get in there with that ethanol problems. They'll tell you another story. Manufacturer wants to tell you the other story, but sometimes you just don't know what to believe. But I know what I believe is what I see. So, my brother. Mm-hmm. I even thought about putting if it wasn't for the octane being, I think it's 90 here for rec gas, I would do rec gas in my bed. But I need 93 octane. My compression ratio is high, and it makes the lifters ping and make noise if I run anything with it.
Just like most people don't know that you can put transmission fluid in a hydraulic jack instead of hydraulic oil. Most people don't know that either.
Yeah.
I ran a hydraulic company, so that's what we used in the hydraulic jacks was transmission fluid.
Wow. Yeah, you can also put transmission fluid in your motor, and it'll help break lifters, sticky lifters sometimes. That'll help. You can do Marvel Mystery Oil. That'll help sometimes. Of course, Seafoam. Some people do that you see that a lot these days. My roommate, he's been trying for 5 months to get me to get Seafoam. I go, nope, I'm not dumping Seafoam down there. I got a chronic frozen lifter. It'll help a sticky lifter. It's not going to help one that's just bam, 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 bam. I said, I'm not putting no Seafoam in there. No way. It's going to be broke down and put in the shop.
Like up here, my kid's father, him and I are still married. He went to Griffiths Air Force Base here. And they gave him all the 7-foot high chain link fence, all that he wanted to take down.
Wow.
So he brought home rolls upon rolls on a couple old military trailers. Well, the last deer he hit with my Explorer at 70 miles an hour. Ooh. He never had the transmission aftercooler put back in. Just had him replace the radiator. So we were hauling one of them old military trailers down to North Carolina, and transmission fluid was blowing out the rear seal.
Wow.
So we went and got the Lucia's stop leak.
Yeah.
Stop leak, and that thing never leaked a drop again.
I had
all the way down, and we made it to, I think, in Pennsylvania when it happened. After we put that in, never dropped a drop again.
Wow.
But when we got back up here, I traded it in and got rid of it.
I had a 2-year-old vet in 96. I'd bought 94 year. And I was going down to 78 one day, and all of a sudden transmission fluid, I start smelling it, and you started smoking. And lucky the transmission didn't slip, but I got it to a service station. They looked at it. They put some fluid in it. They couldn't see anything. I finally took it up to the dealer, and it was out of warranty now. But they put it on the rack and says, but this is customer satisfaction. I said, why? He said, well, what it is, they put on the transmission, when they put the seal in the automatic, he said, it's real slippery, the aluminum. He said, so what it does, it blows the seal out sometimes on the front seal on that transmission fluid. And he said, so what we do is we pull it, rough it up for you, put silicone in there and slam that seal back in, and you never have a problem with it. So I had to leave my car in the shop for a few days for them to do that. And I just happen to have one of the cars now that actually that happened to. He said, what it is, the aluminum would shrink and from heat. And when it opened up, and the thing would just loosen up. The front transmission seal would start leaking. So I'd never experienced that before. That was kind of a mess.
Well, see, like Fords, they were the easiest to replace the transmission because most of them had the E40D transmission. Easy, quick drop out and put in.
I did one automatic. I did a few straight shifts in my years. One day I had a station wagon, and I was in my 30s, and I was in the backyard in grass, and I didn't have I think I had a one bottle jack, it seems like. I had to have it because that's how. So I went under that car. It was a station wagon. I took the automatic out, went to the junkyard, got an automatic for $45 now. Put a mattress on my chest, one of those 3 or 4 inch mattresses, foam mattress, pulled the transmission on my chest and wiggled myself underneath that car and shoved it up there by myself. How I did that with a bad back, don't ask me. I just did it. Got that thing in there, boy, drove that thing for another year or two.
Yeah, probably wasn't thinking at the time. You had all this adrenaline and you pushed it up, put it in.
Yeah, I mean, that's the weirdest thing I've ever done. Yeah. And basically use my chest as like a jack. I lift my chest up and take my hands, and
thought about a good idea. You at the time was a good idea. You just could go and put it up, done it. That's all.
Mm-hmm. But boy, I would never do that again.
Nope. It was just one time thing. It happened. It was a good thing. It happened. Don't do that again. That was just for one time. Yeah.
And nobody helped me. My brother didn't help me. Nobody did. I said, wow, couldn't believe I got that in.
I mean,
Amazing.
you can do it with a floor jack, but it takes two people to do it. Because in a floor jack, it's gonna teeter. Whereas a tranny jack, it's got the forks that come up, so it holds the front and the back at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, I got lucky now. I got two. My daughter bought me a little 2.5 ton small jack with a handle about 2 foot long. And bless her heart, I says, okay, thank you. I thought, man, this thing here is it's not shop grade. It's more like amateur grade. About a year or two later, I go to Harbor Freight and I buy $208, I think it was, or 200 on one on sale. And I buy the one that they copied from Snap-on. And it weighs about almost 80, 90 pounds. But boy, that jack will jack almost 24 inches high. And it's a heavy jack. So now for the first time in my life, I got real jacks, professional grade.
Yeah, I got like a 5 ton or 10 ton from there.
Mine's I think my yellow one is 3 ton, 3.5. I can't remember now. It's out in the garage. I have to look. Oh, I got somebody calling me. I got to talk to. I'm gonna have to catch you guys later. I enjoyed it. I've got to run. Good seeing you all on the side chat. Have a good evening.
Right there, Myra. Zonk. Hey, diddle, diddle, the hat and the fiddle.
What?
I said, hey, diddle, diddle, the cat and the fiddle.
Yeah, the cow jumped over the moon. Cow jumped over the moon. The rooster jumped over the moon.
Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to get her poor dog a bone. Once he bent over, Rover drove her and gave her a bone of his own.
How about Jack and Jill? Go up the hill and water. I ain't gonna say it like market channel. There's a funny one. I made it up and it's so funny.
Hey Teddy TV, how you doing, man? Howdy.
Jack and Jill went up the hill to smoke some marijuana.
Jack, I fell on the ground. That was the end of it. No, it says Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack second and Jill, and I forgot how it goes. Jack and Jill to fetch a pail of water. They went tumbling. Oh yeah, Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack second and Jill, and they went tumbling over.
Oh yeah, I know. I can disappear too if I wanted to.
It's disappearing again, my God. What's it?
Well, Teddy, what is for lunch? What type of master wrap stuff are you eating
It looks like
this afternoon?
His misses. By his faces. Was it? Look like your head is missing, he says.
Yeah, Wayne becomes the headless screen printing dude. When he sits back.
It just makes you laugh. He made me laugh tonight. You couldn't even see him. He was gone. He's not. He was nowhere.
Yes, I do, Judy. May I enjoy everybody's company? I would not be here without y'all. Because trust me, if I had to sit here by myself, I'd just sit here and play Rich's music on loop, and that's what the stream would be.
We're here with you, Tasha. So you.
Well, I'm glad you guys are. I enjoy when you guys are here. Myra. Fortune Cookie says man who stands on toilet is high on the pot. Hiya, squirrel.
Hey, squirrel, what's going on, squirrel? You chewing your cobs and waves or what?
He'll say, no.
Well, yeah, that's a given, Judy May. I know, Teddy, you didn't do very many lives on your day off, on your 4 days or 3 days. Well, Squirrel, what's taking you so long to do your clothes? That should be like a 2-minute job. Just grab some underwear, some socks, clean shirts, and there you go.
That's right.
Pants and wear until they stand up on their own. Tika, you tip over that garbage can and I am going to whoop you.
CHTHEF. Clothes. Clothes. Oh, you're back again when you disappeared for a minute there.
Hmm?
Well, I was hoping he was bringing me a freaking slice of pie.
Too bad, you always showing the vet that you got pie in your house. You can reach over and give it right in the camera to it and put it in a plate and give it to you. That'd be cool if someone invented that, huh, Tasha? That'd be cool. You can give the pie to the thing on YouTube and give it to you.
Man.
And she get out.
Whoop your ass.
Water. Fuck off.
Yeah, because she's trying to walk across the computer, so then I pushed her, and then she's walking behind it.
You better shut your own back up and get that other lady. I'm like,
Well, I had my favorite, baked chicken, and I was going to do potatoes, but I forgot I didn't have any, so then I did creamy garlic shells.
when I bought little potatoes, they're gonna be good when I cook my meal one night. Little potatoes and little round ones.
Oh, yeah, the little potatoes. Actually, I could have a slice of apple pie right now.
Well, you got apple pie over there? Oh, that's good. That apple pie my sister gave us, that was a crummy pie, man. It's like I don't know, when you eat it, it was.
You sure it wasn't like an apple crumb cake?
That's what I thought it was. I think it was.
I told him that. I told him that when you were gonna cut it. It was an apple crumb. It was German.
Yeah, that's what I said too. I said, "What are you gonna?" I said that in the refrigerator. I said, "Is that an apple crumb?" And you go, "No, it's a pie."
No, it's an apple crumb. I told you. That's why I cut it. It's all pie.
No.
It was a chunky German pie.
It was definitely Maserop, trust me. So, test your Spanish. Buenos dias. ¿Cómo estás?
That's where. Please.
It made me laugh tonight. What made me laugh tonight?
You booted in the butt out the door.
Well, when you've seen someone on his stream tonight acting like a sorry person that wasn't really sorry, made me laugh. You know what I'm talking about?
Dave?
Yeah.
I just said I'd do my job. It's not for me. It's not for me to ask questions. It's your channel. I do what you ask.
She didn't bother anybody on my live. She just talked. That's all. She didn't bother him, did she, Tasha?
No. She apologized to me.
What's that going to do? She don't mean anything by that.
And I told her, I said, I just do my job. And Dave's like, she's a mod and does what she's asked. And that's the thing. I'm there to protect your channel. I'm not there for my own intentions or whatever.
That's true.
She did that to me before, and Dave was right there. And you did.
Wayne gave her 3 chances, and she blew them all 3. She was being wasn't being nice or nothing. So she can't be
Well,
going.
the live was taken down. That's all I'm saying.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that sounds a little pricey, Squirrel.
2 washing machines. No, it's 2.
Of course, I pay. Well, we use the like huge washers, so they're like $7.25, but they'll hold the whole hamper full of clothes. And then if we use the big industrial one that they have, that one's 9 something, but it'll hold all our clothes. Two full laundry basket hampers full.
For 125. Well, them use wash machines and dryers or something.
Yeah, and then the place we do laundry,
Not much.
All done. Well, that's all. Put this inside. Take this off here. All right, knock it off here tonight.
shooting me, I emailed you because I'm not mentioning names in here.
Mm-hmm.
The way I look at it, if you're now this goes for outside of here as well. If you're gonna cry wolf
Yeah.
too many times, people are gonna stop believing you. Then when you actually physically need somebody, they're not gonna be there.
That's true.
So all that's gonna happen is you're gonna end up getting hurt because you cried wolf too many times.
Right. That's right.
And I had a lot of friends like that.
Really?
That, as they say, there's 2 sides to every story. There's yours, there's mine, and then the truth.
Yeah, that's why that guy wrote a country and western song. It's two sides of the story.
Yeah.
She was blaming him, right? He said in this song, she was blaming him. He says, "Now I'm going to tell the truth about you." He says, "I should tell the truth about you," but crazy. That was a crazy thing.
I had a friend.
Yeah.
Emphasis on had.
Yeah.
Cried to me
Yeah.
that her boyfriend was abusing her. And it was always one-sided. That she was the innocent one, she didn't do anything wrong. Well, I was tired of hearing it. So I got a hold of him.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is going on? And he's like, what do you mean? I said, well, she's saying that you're like abusing her physically and mentally every day, all day long. Now him, I went to school with.
Yeah.
So I've known him since like elementary school.
Oh, yeah, really? Wow.
He's like, no, that's not how it is, or how it was. And he's like, she put her hands on me first. And he said that was a daily thing. And one day he goes, I wasn't going to take it anymore. So he pushed her up against the wall. The story I got was that he slammed her into the wall.
Slammed her into the wall. That's
And it
crazy.
wasn't true.
It wasn't true? But she lied about it? Oh, what a lie, huh?
So I called her out on it. I'm like, you come crying to me. I said, but you're instigating the whole thing, making a big deal out of an anthill. I said, and stuff like that. Now, I'm a firm believer. Now, there's going to be controversial on it. That guys and girls, men and women, can be friends without it turning into something.
Yep.
So long as both sides know the intentions. That's my whole thing.
Yep.
And I told her, I said, don't come crying to me anymore.
It's a good thing to
I
tell
said,
her.
because I don't want to hear it. And as they say, you reap what you sow.
Yep.
So now,
Yeah, so
if for whatever reason she called me
for what?
in a situation, I wouldn't go. Because she cried wolf too many times, plus she stole it from me
Oh, wow, huh?
and owed me money. It's just ridiculous sometimes. Yep.
Look at my look what my ex-wife did, right? We had money on the table. We had $300 on the table, right? Without discussing it with me, she goes and gives it to this guy, right? Because he's going to have a party, right? Without talking over me, she gives it to the guy, and now the party was over and everything was over with, right? So I went over to him. I said, "Where's my 300? What means 300? My wife gave you. She didn't give me those 300. Don't lie to me." I pushed him up against one, grabbed the 300 in his pocket. I took it and I walked away. So that guy got my 300 back, and he didn't do nothing about it because he knows he did. And I went back to my wife. I said, "What'd you give him $300 for?" And he said, "You never gave it to him." "Oh no, we ain't getting our money back. We got our money back. You're not never seen any of it." I told him, "Never seen any." I put it right.
I learned a lesson from being a YouTuber,
Yeah.
from meeting different people, and you learn a hard lesson when what do you call it, that person ran out. Put it that way.
Oh really?
And you're no longer welcome on the stream. I think Julie, I think you know who that is.
Yeah, I just emailed her.
She knows who she is.
Now like me. I have, Wayne knows, and I have no problem talking about it.
Yeah.
I was raped. I was beat. I was abused more than once.
That's terrible.
That's where my PTSD comes from.
Oh man, that's not right.
So I can relate to a lot of that. I can relate to a lot of it on a psychological level because I've dealt with all levels of PTSD.
Wow.
You know, there's so many people don't realize, even doctors don't realize, there's so many levels of feelings,
Yeah.
you know, of PTSD that you can't fully explain because there isn't a scientific way to explain it without you going into loony word.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
And they tell you, oh, you can tell me, you can tell me. Okay, well, you're a freaking psychologist or psychiatrist. Am I going to tell you exactly 100% how I feel when I have these different levels of my PTSD? No, I'm not. Because you throw me in for 30 days in the freaking loony ward and whatever.
Oh wow. I can't do nothing.
Oh, I know that. I remember that.
Well, it's taken care of now, Judy May. That's all we're going to say.
She's a pain in the backside. Immature pain in the neck. Put it that way. Over with and done with.
Sure is, Myra.
Thankful the Lord, it's over with.
I'm glad that you were able to leave. Because there are a lot of women. I don't care if the person put her in the hospital 1,000 times. She's still going to go back for the simple fact that she does not think that she deserves any better. And I've had, through counseling and group therapy, I have had so many women sit there and talk about it.
I just
And
hate that.
they're just tore down so much that they literally believed that they don't deserve anything better than what they're getting.
That's crazy.
It is.
No woman should be abused like that. I don't care. No guy has the right to put his hand on that. I won't and do that.
Either sense, okay? Nobody should put their hands on anybody.
Yeah.
In a relationship.
Right.
If they love each other, should be treat them.
I refuse to argue. I don't care if I've been with you for 50 years. If I wake up one day and decide that you pissed me off and I don't want to be here anymore, then I'm just going to pack my bag and I'm going to walk out the door.
Right.
I tell everybody, if there comes a day where you feel like you're not happy, there's the door. I'm not fighting for you to stay. I'm not begging for you to stay. You know, with everything that I've been through, I'm not doing it. I'm just absolutely not doing it. And I don't believe in arguing. If you can't sit down like adults and have a conversation, then you might as well just walk out the door.
If you don't belong to each other, if you can't get along enough, you shouldn't be with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you get her in your life if you're gonna beat her up like that and stuff? You said you loved her, and then you turn around and get mental on her. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's really nuts.
It is. And I mean, there's some women out there who are the same way.
Yeah, I remember that time when I knew this lady. I was sticking up for her, right, in the neighborhood, and she tried to blame me for hitting her. I said, "You ain't blaming me." And all the people who lived down that place where Bobby used to live, they all stuck up for me. Said, "No, he didn't hit her. That guy in the house did." What are you talking about, Susan? Why didn't you tell on him and get rid of him? And she finally got rid of him afterwards. After Barbara talked to her, she finally got rid of the guy. That was it. He was gone. He was arrested, put in jail, put behind bars. But I was happy to see that.
Gee, yeah, that was you though. That's stupid.
I know.
That's kind of stupid.
Trying to get me arrested. Everybody in the neighborhood said he didn't hit nobody. And Barbara said it too. He didn't hit nobody. He's a good guy. To the cop. Oh, I know how it's going on here. She wants to stay with him.
Why I don't know.
Oh, we know we can't do nothing about it. She has to do something about it.
Stupid things.
She had the cops left. She apologized to him. Don't apologize to me. I want nothing to bother with you anymore. I said to her. Try to get me arrested tonight. I said, that's. I was talking to her again after that. I don't care if she got away from him or not. I want nothing to do with her after that.
See, as the one country song says,
What?
Everybody's done put their Bibles away, and they're living by the law of the jungle, not the law of the land. Hey, Stacy, how you doing? Cheers.
Good evening, Stacy.
And that's in Simple Man.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, it's kind of true.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I played this in a while. So.
Oh, I have a craving for some nice fresh milk right from the damn cow. I don't even care if it's warm.
Mm.
Gonna have to go see the Amish. Be like, look, I need a gallon of raw milk.
They know how to build houses, you know.
Huh?
They know how to build houses really good.
Who do you think built mine?
Yeah,
What I live in was built by the Amish.
Yeah, one person showed on an abandoned one they built. And it was sturdy too. And it wasn't lived in anymore. It was weird.
About Amish dude, I'm not gonna say that he fully didn't do a good job. But he half-assed in a lot of sections.
Oh, really?
Because he agreed that he was going to have it done in a certain time. Now, I gave him my phone number because they did have a cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
And told him if he didn't have a ride, you know, because they had tools and stuff, to call me and I would come pick him up. He never would. So, like, every other day I was going to his house. I'm like, look, you said this was going to be done before November. And constantly had to hound him and hound him and hound him to get him to come finish it.
Lazy? Was he lazy?
Yeah.
Shouldn't even did the job for you in the first place. It's gonna be
no,
like
I should have went to a different one.
Yeah.
But I mean, we have Amish and Mennonites who live. We have Amish within walking distance.
Oh,
Hmm.
really?
Yeah, because out here they buy up all the big farms.
Oh, yeah.
And I always wonder how they afford it. And I mean, and the thing here is, Amish, like, within 5 to 10 miles of each other, I'll build sheds. I'll build chicken coops. I'll build tiny houses.
Yeah.
I'll build this and that. All around.
They have a still somewhere too. And they probably drink it up and get drunk too.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or they have a still somewhere and sing and party and raise hell.
But I mean, here taxes are so expensive. Now they fought and don't have to pay school taxes because they have their own school. But they still have to pay property tax. And granted, yes, if it's listed as a farm, you do get a tax break. But not that much when you have hundreds of acres.
Oh yeah.
Maybe they put it in each other's name, they get cheaper.
Hell yeah.
Probably put in everybody's name and the family.
Yeah, they dance around.
And here, and here. And
Yeah, but there'll only be one house on like 200 acres.
Wow, one house, that's it. Wow.
Yeah, one big farmhouse.
Oh.
It's normally a big farmhouse, couple big barns. Now the one guy down here, he don't raise cows for meat. He raises goats for meat.
Goats.
Yeah, because they're cheaper to feed than a cow.
Oh, okay. I know
because goats, if you have a good pasture.
Oh, goats.
You know, they just throw the goats out there and they eat it down, you know, to the ground.
Oh, goats.
Oh, goats.
With the chinny hairs, old goats.
Chinny hairs.
By the hair of your chinny chin.
Hey, remember that commercial they showed? This wolf gonna blow down the pig's house. And he had something. He smoked too much. He couldn't blow the house down. He choked.
No,
I saw that one. That's funny. He started smoking a lot, and he tried to blow the pig's house down. He started choking. He couldn't get it. He couldn't blow the house down.
That's crazy, though. You know.
See, now I don't like goat milk, and I don't like goat cheese.
I never had that yet. I haven't had that.
I don't want it either.
Me either.
To me, it tastes like super sour.
Is it? I never had that. I don't know.
Now the goat milk soap is supposed to be really good. You can't get out of my apples. Kitty cat. Here's my apple.
The cat. You should have showed it on camera when you sprayed them. Made them run away. I was going to laugh.
That's funny.
Yes, Elliot, he's super exhausted.
What was it? What was he laying in the bag of apples or something, Tasha?
Huh?
A bag of apples of yours?
My green apple is on the floor. You know, I have it twisted down because there's only like 2 in there.
Yeah.
So, you know, they're like bags open like at the end till you get to the twist.
Yeah.
She sticks her head in the open part of it and starts dragging the apple bag across the floor. Yeah.
So how does Brutal Bob doing there, Tasha?
He's still in a lot of pain.
Oh, okay.
Been super tired. So he's just been pretty much flat out. Kitty cat.
Uh-oh.
We're going to go to another 15 minutes and I'm going to shut her down.
Kitty cat, get out of our apples. Get out of there.
They're
How's
so
baby?
funny. They like gotta get into everything.
How's baby mouse doing?
I guess fine. He was running around last night.
No cats borrowing?
I took his tank down and rinsed out his water dish and gave him some fresh water. I had to do that like every couple of days.
No cats borrowing them?
Tiger was up there the other night. And he's the only cat I know that cannot walk across something and not knock stuff down.
Really?
Oh,
Well, because she's fat. She weighs 25 pounds. So her floof gets in the way. Where Mila and her daughter are tiny little skinny things.
yeah.
And for the most part, they can walk across anything and not knock stuff down.
Oh, jeez. Her fat rear end gets in the way, huh? Knocks everything down.
No, it's her floof, her stomach. I call it her floof.
Oh, the stomach. Oh, yeah, I've seen that
Yeah,
cat. I know you.
it swings.
Yeah, she's. Is that the big cat you were holding the other day? Oh, wow. Cat is
Yeah,
huge.
she's part of Maine Coon. That's why she's so big. I don't know why, but I feel freaking stoned as hell right now. And I sure in the hell didn't smoke no damn wacky tobacco. Oh, you're good, Elliot. It's all good. No. Yeah, the mother's in heat now.
Hey, gosh. Christine.
Hey, Christine, how are you?
Meow. Meow.
Yeah, that one who says she's on a channel one night. I went up with a thing to sing on a piano. I kind of meow, meow. She goes, leave me alone, meow, meow.
What?
I'm over here playing with my damn apple bag.
What, Loren?
Yeah, I went up there, meow, meow. She leave me alone, meow, meow. She said, she started laughing. Just like your pig.
I have two that are in heat every 5 minutes, Christine.
Yeah, she said, just like Custom Scream, she said, Wayne, he does that meow, meow out to me all the time.
She's not laughing. She can't even sing when I'm in there.
She's
I have my
laughing.
I have a certain way of doing it.
Yeah, but she said you were funny. She said. She mentioned your name one day when I was on the channel.
See a friend with her one day. You should see what happened. You had 3 girls in there.
That's what she had. That's what she had the other night. 3 girls on there.
We're missing
Oh,
her
yeah.
daddy. She wasn't where her dad is. The
Well,
other girl was wearing some. And so she was trying to sing. So I heard it and I went in there. And I put it on the type cat, the chat. Meow, 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 meow. Hello, Lorraine, meow. She started laughing. She couldn't stop.
she was laughing at me too. She's laughing when I did it. She said,
I put a full text on there. So hello, Loren, meow, 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 meow. And she said, and she was singing it and started laughing. She couldn't even keep her composure. Oh, custom, she says. You know, and I got the other girl laughing with her. So.
this lady, I went on one live stream one night, right? He had this other Filipina, right? She was shy. She kept coming in, coming out. She put on her camera, and she saw me. She shouted, "Oh, I gotta get out of here!" She said. She started laughing, and she was joking around with Linda all the way. And they're both laughing at me, going like this with their thing on the screen. They're going like this. They're both laughing at me.
Kept sitting down, taking the breather. I don't know what was the matter with her. I don't know if she gained weight or what. She kept getting tired. Lorraine dancing. She had a couple of sides. She had to sit down.
She don't have no weight on her. I saw her the other night.
Tired out. And so what's wrong with you?
Because, and you know what she's doing? This other girl, she's dancing on her channel one night. She's dancing heavy and hard. She had sat down on the chair. She sat down and then as she rested for a few minutes, she got back up and danced again.
She was jumping around the room like a hyena.
I know. I saw her one night. She doing it.
One guy one night said he would know someone on YouTube, and Steven said, "Where I get my hands on George?" He says, "You don't know me."
What happened to that guy there, Wayne? What happened to that guy? Remember he said he's gonna move to that old guy there with Dave. What's his name? The old guy with a beard, and he used to read off poems.
Oh, him? I don't know what happened to him.
Gone now. He ain't around no more. Everybody kicked him off of YouTube. They found out how he was, what he was like. Everybody blocked him, got rid of him. They wanted nothing to do with him anymore. He had funny poems. He had some funny poems.
He was very annoying.
It was. After a while, it got me annoying because he was doing things I didn't like, talking behind my back and stuff.
Talking about stupid things come out of his mouth.
Yeah, she's bothering. She's bothering the one like she dances around. He was bothering her one day, and I told him
he goes around, picks up dog poop, and gets paid for it. Guys are weird.
Yeah, but he was bothering Len one night, right? And I was on the channel. I told him to get out of here. Oh, not you again. I'm getting out of here. He took off. He left. He saw me and he left. I'm messing with you, he said. See you later. And he ran off the channel and got out and he left. He didn't come back.
Good.
I chased him out of there. And she started laughing. She said, "Man, that guy ran quick. He was gone. Thank you, Dave Poems and Tom." She said.
Meow, 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 meow.
Meow, 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 meow.
Where are the cats right now?
That was funny, Tasha. That was funny.
Running up and down the stairs. No, this little one, she would climb up the curtain on my door.
Yeah, really?
And just hang there.
What were they high on the gap?
I have a curtain that goes across the bottom of my stairs. She'll parkour that curtain. She'll climb down here, all the way up the curtain and jump on the stairs.
Hey, they have a lot of catnip over there?
I haven't given them any recently.
Did you give them that if you're all over the house?
No, actually, it kind of calms them down, to be honest.
Oh, really? Or maybe I don't know nothing about it. I could. They go.
No, I mean, they go on streaks. Sometimes they just lay there.
And they mind their own business, and other times they jump around the house, huh?
Yeah, most time they're nuts.
Oh. Well, most time they behave themselves, Tasha, and then the other times they have their day.
No, they never behave themselves.
They said they never behave themselves.
They can sleep. They'll sleep on and off all freaking day.
Cats can do that.
Good night, Judy May. Much love. God bless. Right. No sooner I get in bed.
Yeah.
Plug my phone in. Put my sleep mask over my eyes. And they're doing something.
Oh, geez.
I heard something.
What?
Thought I heard something out my window. Someone was arguing out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but now it's gone. I didn't hear no more. So like
Why
someone-
what, squirrel?
What's the wife?
I don't know what that is.
Why the wife for yawning or something?
I don't know.
What's the why there? Why?
Yeah, the cats sleep in the daytime. When you're trying to sleep at night, they get up, right, and start
Oh,
making
his
all the
cat's always
My
nuts.
cats always have nuts. Said, hey, cat. Hey, he said my cats always have nuts. I said nuts. Yeah, N-U-T.
It is crazy, that cat is. His cat is crazy. Drives his wife crazy. The cat drives him crazy.
What the cat do to him?
The cat's cuckoo. He wants to eat all the time, Dave. He can't stop. He wants to eat.
Hey, remember that cat? Remember that cat my brother had and he attacked him?
Hey, George.
I mean, Bob and Karen.
Yeah, remember he jumped up on his head and attacked him?
You know why? They were locking that cat in the room all the time, not letting him out.
Uh-huh.
That's rude. That's cruel.
Yeah, and then they let him out and he attacked him.
He came after me, and I booted him in his rear end, you know.
Yeah, didn't he jump on Rob's head and bite him and stuff?
No, he attacked Sharon and Rob and pinned Bobby in the corner. He couldn't move. Wanted to rip his face off.
That thing
And
was
he attacked the dog officer, too. The cat did.
yeah, really?
Put him in the harness and one of those things with a handle to grab him by the throat. He was going out of it like this. Because the cat was shut up in the room all the time.
Oh, I always like to see that cat cornering Bobby and
the whole thing is they wouldn't let him out of that room. They locked him in the room constantly.
Wouldn't let him out to breathe or nothing. That thing was all mental.
That's why the cat went crazy. You don't do that to an animal. I don't care.
Well, it's the same way with people who keep their dog in a crate 24 hours a day.
That's not right.
Now, when I had Remy's crate up, he would go in there and go to sleep at night.
Oh, yeah.
If we went somewhere, I'd put him in his crate till I knew that he was going to be okay to keep out.
Yeah.
Because I didn't raise him from a puppy.
Oh, yeah, gotta get to know him first, calm him down, whatever.
And after a while, I'd just start leaving his crate door open.
Oh, yeah.
So he'd go in there and lay down and go to sleep.
Oh, that's good.
Now, when Tiger and her brother were kittens,
Yeah.
they would go in the crate with Remy and go to sleep.
Oh, yeah.
Or they would just go in Remy's crate and go to sleep. And, he'd want to go in there, but then, they're laying in the middle of his bed.
But being like that to the cat wasn't nice. I know they did that because every time I went over, he was locked in the room. Scratching at the door to get out at him.
Yeah. He got out one day from Bobby climbing in the corner.
It was her daughter's cat, but she wasn't ever home. But they didn't trust him, so they locked him out. So you shouldn't be doing that. One day he's going to attack you, and you're going to be sorry. He did.
Yeah.
He came after me one time. I booted him in his rear end, shut the door on him because he was trying to come after me. And I said, "Don't you dare try it." So I told him.
Hey, Rose. How you doing?
So when they took him out of the house and took him away?
They had to put him down. That's how crazy he was.
Wow. That's too bad.
He was trying to attack the dog officer. And every time they put him in that loose, he was trying to break out. He was shaking all over.
Happy birthday again, Rose.
Happy birthday, Rose.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I hope you have a happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
All right, guys. I'm shutting her down so I can take Bear Potty, and then I am going to bed.
Okay.
Good night.
I'll see you guys tomorrow.
See
Get
ya.
some good sleep now, Tasha.
Don't miss me too much, Dave.
Okay. See you later.
All right, guys, I'm gonna shut her down. Thank you very much for coming in and spending time with us. I greatly appreciate it. I enjoy all your company. Catch you guys, well, almost tonight. And much love. God bless, and we'll catch you later.